Should we wait for the sun to come back? Should we? You're back on the floor. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pamela. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, thank you for choosing my video. And hopefully you will like this video, and at the end of this video you will subscribe. So today I am going to be talking about why I started doing my own hair, like braiding my own hair. So this video is primarily for that. Yes. You see, today I even tried to look cute. I'm wearing a blazer. I tied my hair, you know. Okay, let's start with this video. So number one, right, I'm going to start with the most obvious reason so that we can get it out of the way. So the first reason is that I didn't really have money to be going to salons and paying 500 rand for someone to braid my hair, and then after a month I unbraided. So that is not something that I wanted. I didn't have money for that, and also this was my first year being an unemployed graduate, so I didn't want to ask my mom for money to do my hair. I hadn't asked my mom for money to do my hair in probably like 5 years, so I didn't want to do that as a young adult, nochal, as a degreed young adult. So no, don't want to do that. So I decided to just start braiding my hair. So that is the first reason, and it's very it's very affordable, because the only thing that you need to do is buy fiber or hair piece, whatever you want to call it. That's the only thing that you need to do, and then you need to have a lot of time on your hands. If you're a really slow braider like me, you need like about 2 days. You need about 2 days, you know, to do your hair. All right, number two. Actually, let me just continue with this one. If you're really broke, you can buy the darling hair piece, which is like 10 rand, but I think it went up by 1 rand. So it's like 11 rand. You know, if you're buying 6, you know, you're spending less than 100 rand on hair, you know. So for me, that works, and I think that's another reason why I wouldn't want, you know, to go to a salon to pay 500 rand for something that I can do. The only time I can go to a salon is if I'm going to do knotless braids, because I've been trying to learn and I just can't. Like, I just can't, but I'm gonna try and learn. As you know, I'm gonna try. The second reason is that this one. The second reason is that people don't care about your hairline. A lot of people just don't care. A lot of people who do hair just don't really care about other people's hairlines. And you know what's funny? You know, the person who's braiding your hair, gone. So I stopped going to salons because, you know, my hairline is weak, and you keep telling someone, please don't, you know, pull my hair too much, and they still do that. So I kind of stopped. Okay, that's not the reason. I didn't have money. I didn't have money for salons, right? So a friend of mine was braiding my hair, and you know, there were times where I would tell her, please don't pull my hair too much, but she will still do it, and then my hairline receded. Then I lost my hairline, you know. So people just really don't take that into consideration. Like, yes, I want my hair to be done, but I don't want my hairline to be lost in the process of trying to look cute, right? So that is the second reason. The third reason is I needed a flex. I needed to flex, you know. I always envied when you ask someone, I'm sorry guys, it's really windy and everything is just making noise. So I always envied when I'd ask someone who did their hair, and they'll be like, oh, this hair? No, I did it. I'm like, what? You know, so I always wanted, you know, to be one of those girls who, you know, go around telling people how they did their own hair, you know. I wanted that flex, you know. And also, like, I really wanted to learn how to do my own hair, you know. Now the sun is leaving. Should we wait? Because it's quite cloudy. I'm just here, but it's so dark. It's dark. Okay, let me just continue with this point, then I'll come back to another point when the sun is back. So yeah, I needed to flex that I wanted that skill, and that's the skill that I gained in 2020. So 2020 wasn't a complete waste, right? Yes, the sun is coming back. Yeah. And now people ask me who did my hair, and I'm just like, this hair? It's me, darling. Okay, I don't say that, but what else? What's the other reason? Okay, another reason, it's not really much of a reason, but you know when you can do your own hair, man. When you're down and out, when you're like broke, people can't really tell, because your hair is always done, So that's part of the reason, yeah. And that's why I also want to learn how to do my own nails, so that I don't have to rely on someone else for that. I want that skill, The second thing, right, is that when you have paid 500 rand for braids, you try to keep them as long as possible, and you only have to have your hair for about 6 to 8 weeks. So after 8 weeks, like you're pushing it, like you need to unbraid. So people go above 2 weeks because, not 2 weeks, 2 months. People go above 2 months because they paid so much money and they're trying to get value for their money, right? And should do that, but now you are messing up your hair. Your hair needs to breathe, right? And also your hairline probably is also suffering there. So yeah, I realized that after like 2 weeks, I start getting bored of my hair and I want to unbraid, So after 2 weeks, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna unbraid because I spent 2 days. I spent 2 days on this hair, so that's why I push it for 2 more weeks. But after 4 weeks, I start unbraiding because it's time. It's gotta grow, right? Sharp. So that's another reason, is that it allows me the the flexibility to just unbraid, because I didn't spend much money on it. Does that make sense? Sharp. I think that is it. And also I feel like the video cut. Something in me tells me that this video I can't heal it, and I'm talking to myself. Actually, I should look.